we're live. Thank you so much for those that joined already. I don't know how you hear about my TikTok live so quickly, but if you signed up for alerts, are there alerts with TikTok lives? Let me know how you found out or how you heard about today's TikTok live. As usual, we will try to go through as many fragrance reviews if we've heard about them. If we haven't, you know, that's another thing. Sometimes we haven't heard about some of these fragrances, but either way, we'll try to get to all of them as best we can. If there's something I don't know, we can always come back to it on another TikTok live. There are a couple of ranking videos that I'm saving for later. Wilhelm perfumes. I have to buy like $30 worth of samples from them. I did get gifted, I think 5 samples from Wilhelm, but yeah, that's the next thing to come up. The discount code, if you want Scentbird, John G30. I also have them on my profile, like Fragrance Juan. Let's see if I can write down Fragrance Juan. I won't put .com because I'm not really sure how TikTok takes direct URL codes. I don't think they take them well, so I left it off for this purpose. But if you like some of these, I do know Scentbird carries a large selection of Gucci, Coach, Armani, YSL. Probably not some of the newer stuff, but occasionally they have niche. Like they had Établi d'Orange at Scentbird, which was a surprise. Bathory. People shouldn't bully you for wearing Black Opium. Black Opium is a good scent, but I will say, like, it's been around for a while. So typically, there is a cycle, even in fashion, where things tend to be in and then things tend to be out. I think another reason it doesn't get a ton of love, and it's the main reason for me, like it's not going to be in a top 3 vanilla video, or maybe even a top 5 vanilla video. Like it's sweet, but it's like vanilla licorice with like subtle pear and subtle spices. So usually when people look for vanilla fragrances, vanilla forward fragrances, YSL isn't going to be on the top list for me. We're ranking on top Sephora fragrances. And if y'all will allow me just 1 second, one thing I realized on my last tier ranking video is there was a big jump from B rank to C rank. Not paying full price. And so C rank, I'll say this is going to be, I'll get a travel size. And hopefully that makes more sense, because mind blowing, S tier. And then we have amazing, and then not paying full price, and then it didn't update. Let's go back to updating it. I'll get a travel size. All right, well, eventually it'll update. Hopefully it'll update, because it may confuse people. All right. Somebody says, Nana says, I bought Cloud because of you. It's coming next week. That is so awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I bet you will enjoy it. Give it a couple of wears before you get a full breakdown on the thoughts of your fragrance, because I found the opening does lean synthetic on clothing or paper. It smells similar to Baccarat Rouge 540, but I think where the big difference is once you put Baccarat Rouge 540 on skin, and though that body heat helps diffuse some of the darker notes, there's like that bigger pull or bigger difference. Valentino Bella Donna. All right, Aubrey, starting us off with a perfume I don't have on my list. And of course, Valentino Donna. It's not showing up. Maybe Donna Born in Roma, Valentino Donna. This is usually the one I get asked about, but if this was on here, I think it is. It would usually put it under A tier. And that's the one, but I think I have the name wrong. Okay, going through the comments as fast as I can, so I will catch up. Okay, Valentino, Donna, Belladonna. I will come back to that one. For right now, put it in A. Tom Ford Ombre Leather EDP. That one I rank a little bit higher, but I still rank all the Tom Ford leathers at B, just because occasional, they're heavily more night, they're richer, darker, more animalic scents. Emily, thank you so much for the rose. So in terms of versatility, I put them at B. But if you want something that stands out, that's dark and mysterious, like, and you happen to be Kip from Knight Rider, I'd put it at S tier. That's kind of my immediate thoughts on ombre leather. Great scent, but not versatile. I'm not gonna wear it to the beach. Okay. Thank you so much for the likes. Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. I would put that at B. It's a great scent. So Fierce, Calvin Klein, I think Defy, also on that similar scent profile. I'm not the biggest fan of that scent profile, and I do know I think I prefer the scent of the Abercrombie than some of the other alternatives. It doesn't last that long, but it smells really good. Just get it, if you could get a decanter travel size, I think it'd be good. Somebody says Marc Jacobs Decadence. They discontinued it. I didn't know that. I liked it. It wasn't a love for me. Big Boy says, hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining the live, by the way. Jazz Club. Last week I had it at S tier, but we're going to bring it down a notch. We're going to bring it to A tier. It's not sharp. It's not standoutish, but it's a really good rum, spice, woody, vanilla. Yeah, Jazz Club is at the top. Occasionally I swap it out between By the Fireplace. So Jazz Club is here, By the Fireplace is here. Do you wear women's fragrances? Honestly asking. I wear it to test them, or I wear it to layer them. It depends. So Kayali's vanilla, and I guess it depends on how you define women in fragrance world, because sometimes it's marketed to women, but stylistically, I think maybe the perfumer or the scent brief may have been more free, or it's more artistic. So it depends. Like Ariana Grande's Cloud, I probably won't wear that often. I'd probably layer it more often than wear it alone. Kayali's Vanilla 23, or is it Vanilla 21? I would wear that one a lot more to layer with. So I really like sharp spices and darker notes, things that are more animalic. But I think to the nose, those sharp, I guess historically known as masculine or masculine leaning fragrances, I like to soften those edges up with something sweet. So that's why I wear a lot of the perfumes, and also my wife wears perfumes. Vanilla 28, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a problem with having a number at the end of a perfume name, is you forget to number, especially if you've ever been or have ever suffered from dyslexia. Baccarat Rouge 540, I would put that at A tier. It's a really great scent. J'adore Dior, I would put that in B. J'adore Dior. No, I put that in A. It's a classic scent. I wonder when it was released. The original date was 1999. So it won't have any of the more modern nuances, whether it's musk or cashmere. But I mean, fresh aquatic scents still stay true and classic. This is more floral forward. Yeah, this deserves like an A-, B+. So I wouldn't pay full price for it. Daisy Dream? There's so many daisies. And Marc Jacobs is confusing me. There's like 7 Daisy Dreams. That's Daisy Days. And like each daisy type, there's Daisy Sky, and I think there's like Daisy Sky 4 subcategories within that. Let's just assume that this is the Daisy Dream you're thinking about. Where would I rate this? This looks a lot similar in the accords to Angel Nova. Talented perfumer. But Marc Jacobs products, they're a strong like, not love. But they smell nice. Like they're appealing. They just haven't really found my flair with me, if that makes sense. Let's see. Let's read some of the negative reviews. Nothing new, ordinary. smells fresh. Eh. So I think it's pretty good on like the feedback, but maybe for me, if I were to put it somewhere, B+. Somebody says Vanillary by Lush. I will go to, actually I'll get a sample of it because it's always hard to smell in Lush. Everything's so fragrant. Would Cloud layer well with Flower Bomb? It would. Definitely give it a try. So Flower Bomb, vanilla, which has a strong vanilla note, sweet vanilla and patchouli note. I think vanilla is very versatile in terms of layering, and plus it doesn't last that long. In general, you have like about 5 hours with Flower Bomb, so layer away. Cloud is overhyped. I think it's perfectly hyped for what would people pay for a Flower Bomb? Or sorry, for Cloud. $30? You get 11 hours. And then there's a lot of overlapping accords with popular fragrances. So yeah, you could probably get it for about $40. Fragrance Net's pricing it at about 40, 50. Yeah, I'd probably pay 40 for it. Oh, thank you so much for the likes. If y'all don't mind hitting the likes, that way TikTok knows that I'm an active live participant. Hermes Eau de Marvels. All right. And also the same perfumer who made Ariana Grande's Cloud. He's a master perfumer. He's extremely talented. Like, he's got a lot of award-winning fragrances under his belt. And that's not to say that we can't critique fragrances. I've been there before. Like, I definitely understand. I think there's a place to give strong critique based off personal preferences, you know. So this one I have not smelled from the Hermes line. Like, most of the stuff is just Terre d'Hermes or anything similar, or H24. People say my favorite. Huh, this is a lot of loves. I haven't smelled this one. I'm gonna bookmark this to come back to it later. I love woody, I love amber. This looks good. Joe Malone Nectarine, Blossom, and Honey. For the price, I would put it at B. For the longevity, it stays at B. I'm not paying full price, but I do love the scent. Elizabeth Arden, Red Door. For the price, if I factored in price, I might put it under A. Floral, sweet, slightly powdery. I like a powdery scent. People, I think it may come back. I've seen Orris not described in a lot of fragrances that have been released. Or I smell Orris in a lot of the newer fragrances, although it's not described in the notes. And I wonder if because people don't want to market powdery scents, but they want to include it. Yeah, I'd probably put this at A. Yeah, and for the price, it looks like it's running around 30 to 40. Mancera Roses de Vanille, A tier. Amiris Femme, Maison Francis Kurkdjian, A tier. And I don't know if y'all know about Amiris, or is it Amiris? Amiris Femme. I think it's a type of sandalwood. I think it's something that smells similar to sandalwood. Let me confirm. Let's all find out together. It's in the mosses and woods category. Herbaceous, a piney and balsamic fragrance with a citrus nuance. I could have sworn there was something that was being used, like it's utilized as a sandalwood alternative. People are coming around 5 to powder. Yes, people are coming around to powder. And I think there's a lot more versatility to it. Like in my colognes, like my favorite ones, they are slightly talkish. They are a little bit powdery. And I like that. And like it starts off powdery, but then in the scent profile, it goes a little bit dry. Thank you so much, Christine, for following the host. And if anybody else follows the host, I would say thank you, thank you, thank you. You feel like Black Orchid is basic now. It's not for everybody. I wouldn't say it's basic, but wear a sample of it and ask those around you how they feel about it, because it does lean sometimes indolic. The new Miss Dior. Is there a new Miss Dior? Eau de Parfum? Let me see if this is related to it. This looks like the same Miss Dior. Not a flanker, but a reincarnation. I wonder though, is this the same thing as Prada Candy, where they're like spending a ton of marketing to get Gen X or Gen Z and keeping the formula the same? Because the issue with new fragrance, okay, it looks like it's a perfumer in there. I may have to come back to this. Like the main hate with Miss Dior was, I think there was a 2019 reformulation, and so people were just like saying the longevity, it smells nice, just doesn't last. I'll give this one a smell. I almost said sniff, then I said Smith. Barreto Mojave Ghost, that would be A tier. Also, I found out on one of, I forgot who TikToks it was, but somebody said that, oh, can I reach it? I can't reach it. But the Febreze wood scent smells like Mojave Ghost. Penhaligon's Cairo? That's a brand I have not tried, but I've seen it all over some of my favorite perfume TikTokers. I love warm, spicy fragrances. I wonder how lab dynamic goes. All right. Huh. I mean, I like this scent profile. I haven't tried it, but for you, we will put it at an A. But the price, usually Penhaligon's is pretty pricey. Okay. Issey El de Issey, I would put that in B tier. Chanel Coco Noir, B tier. Bond number 6. Vanillon Sansei Atelier Canon, that would be A tier. That was like one of the few fragrances that I've gotten compliments on, was Vanillon Sansei. It isn't gourmand, but it is like a very nice vanilla that goes on powdery, but transitions to dry and sweet. So if you're a vanilla lover that doesn't want something that's super sweet, but wants to enjoy that vanilla type scent and have a nice scent profile, scent bubble that's like very versatile, you can wear it day or night, Vanillon Sansei is a really good pick. A tier. What's a good smoky, spicy vanilla other than By the Fireplace? There's vanilla bourbon. It's not smoky, but it is extremely cinnamon and clove spicy. Xander, thank you so much for joining on the Twitch stream. He says, I was on your last live. I kept getting the name wrong. English is not my first language. El Homme Ideal Sport. That is a good fragrance. You're not going to get the best wear time out of El Homme Ideal Sport, but it is a nice scent. Yeah, so not smoky, but this one is a good, if you want something spicy and vanilla-ish. Bulgari. Let's see if there's Man in Black. This one's more leather, but I wonder if it's woody as well. No, not smoky. Tobacco, but not smoky. Ellis Brooklyn Sweet. I haven't smelt that one. What's a good to layer with a blueberry scent? Okay. I wonder if I could pull up the blueberry. So on the fragrance wheel, let me pull it up. If I could get the fragrance wheel on this site, I would be a genius. Everything always loads slower whenever you're on the pressure, and being viewed by everybody. Okay. So I would say start with vanilla, and then go with sugary. Vanilla layers really well. Depending on the base notes, look on Fragrantica. So for Fragrantica, if your blueberry perfume has base notes of like tonka bean, find another perfume that either has vanilla, cacao, tonka bean. If you want something spicy, you could layer it with spicy. But I would say start with something sugary, like Cloud, Sweet Like Candy, or you could go green. So if you want something more dewy, you could go looking at Abbott fragrances that goes more green, outdoorsy, and then you gotta go more for like a natural scent profile with some sweetness. Gingerbread latte from Bath and Body Works. I could think of a few, but usually that scent profile would lean more artistic and niche, and it may be more expensive. Have I done Baccarat Rouge? Yeah, I ranked it as an A category. I don't have a photo of it. So Xander, who was on my last live from Twitch, he asked me to look up El Homme Ideal Sport by Guerlain. Aquatic, I mean, for the price, you could probably get something and the longevity from, I think it's Aqua, or some of the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Which one is this one? This can't be Cedrat Boisé. No, I wouldn't recommend that one. I would say maybe Paco Rabanne. Paco Rabanne's Invictus. They're not going to last as long either, but at least there'll be a better price tag. Do Crush by Rihanna. I haven't smelled that one. I don't have a big opinion on the best from Bath and Body Works. I mean, like what I have in right now, you want something versatile, so get something that's vanilla, gourmand. So dessert type, keep in an arsenal from Bath and Body Works. Right now I have champagne. What is it? Toasted champagne? Oh, Thousand Wishes. That doesn't layer as well as I'd like, but it is nice to have. It changes like a little bit of the scent texture to something sparkling. Somebody says on Twitch, hello, I have Whispers in the Library by Maison Margiela. Could I get By the Fireplace? Yeah, that's a completely different scent. So if you have Whispers in the Library, that's not necessarily going to be a guarantee that you're going to enjoy By the Fireplace. By the Fireplace is sweet, but there is a lot of sharpness to it from labdanum, smoke, woody, but it does have that unique character that makes it very signature worthy. That's quite a jump. I would say test both that one and Jazz Club. Sedalia, Divine, Givenchy. Somebody kept asking on the stream, so that's what we're pulling up. Amber Floral Fragrance, released in 2014. We have notes of Mirabelle. Don't know what that is, but it looks nice. Jasmine, Patchouli, Sandalwood. What does it get compared to? A few other Givenchy's. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't tried this one. It looks like there's a lot of likes, not loves on it. So maybe I'd put it at a B, depending on the price you can get for it. Oh, 37 bucks, 40 bucks. That's pretty good. L'Interdit Intense. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm torn on these two fragrances. L'Interdit, this is Rouge and the original, but yeah, so there's this scent. I know you're asking about this one, but let me just talk about these two real quick. So there's this cherry cough syrup scent. Oof. It lasts for 5 minutes. It's really honestly threw me for a loop, but the dry down is really good. The dry down puts it at A tier for me, but the first 5 minutes, I'm bumping it down here. So definitely wear test this. It's really tough to smell on paper, like to get a full enjoyment out of it. So wear test this one. You'll find that you'll enjoy it more and more as you wear it. Okay, L'Interdit Parfum Intense. 3-person black pepper. I don't think I've tested this one. But the other L'Interdits I like, if I have the same DNA, I would assume A. And it probably doesn't smell like cough syrup. Okay. Sometimes I'm curious and I want to see how many people smell what I smell. So let's see this. Let's go search. And then let's type in cough syrup. All right, only 3 other people. Only 3 other people mentioned it. But still, at least we know we're not alone. Oh, what website is it? Yeah, if you want to look up anything perfume related, I like going to Fragrantica. It's not the most innovative for 2022, but it is the only thing. Also, by the way, if anybody wants to like do a fundraiser to create a better website for Fragrantica or to invest in a competitor, I think it's a viable option. Yeah, right now, low tiers. This one has a better naming convention. Well, it used to. Let me see if I could update this. Okay, this says only if it's free at the very bottom, but really I'm changing this one. So it's going to say only in a travel size, because that's a huge jump. So these may be more seasonal specific. A scent profile then may not be a love for me or just won't fit with the type of category that I enjoy. So that's why they're kind of in this ballpark here. Other ones I really enjoy, and I wouldn't mind spending a little bit more money. Why is Ysl Libre lower? Okay, personally for me, and what I've mentioned is if you need a versatile everyday, I think this is a great one. But if you already have a versatile everyday and you want a date night scent, and by me going off what I personally like from the two, I had to split them up. So if you need your everyday, go with Libre. If you want the date night, evening, fall, winter scent, then this one's my preferred one. What's your opinion on Chanel No. 5? I don't personally enjoy the smell. I think it was like a huge milestone at the time, like using the amount of aldehydes that they did. It smells like very clean skin, which for the time I think it was like, you know, technology breakthrough or scent breakthrough, depending on how much they used. And I'm sure it's not the same formula that they used back then, but I tip my hat to it in terms of respecting the history, and in terms of enjoyment or recommendations, not many people are asking for things that are in the same scent profile as Chanel No. 5. Yeah, I heard about that history for Chanel No. 5. I didn't dig into it because there's a ton you could go into. And then I think there's plenty of people that already cover this on TikTok that do the history a whole lot better than me. Like they're pulling up like old government documents to find out who was a agent on what. I appreciate green scents. The last one I tried I didn't like as much, which was You or Someone Like You by Untitled Libre. Rhubarb, good. Citrus and vanilla. Where does it get the green notes from? If it's a green scent. I'm guessing apple or fruits. This looks nice. Yeah, fruity green. So they're probably using manzanite. Manzanite gives things a fruity green character sometimes. No, that's fruity and pineapple. So I wouldn't know the aroma chemical for this. I'd probably put it at A. Princess by Killian dupe. Somebody said rate frame by Lady Gaga. I thought they were talking about my frame rate on my camera. Whew. Got me nervous there for a second. Okay, for those that are wondering which replica fragrances, I usually rank the top 2 favorite for me on replica as Jazz Club, probably more mass appealing, but signature worthy, I put By the Fireplace. If I had to go into the office tomorrow, I would wear Jazz Club. It probably won't give me compliments, but it also won't offend anybody for like its intensity or sharpness. So those are my 2. Dupe for Freshwater Cologne, that'd be tough to find. Is Delina worth the money? Is anything similar less expensive? Fresh, fruity roses are becoming a lot more popular. I mean, even somebody, a celebrity came out with a rose fragrance. So if you're looking for a close dupe, check out Very Good Girl. I say dupe, but I really should say there's a lot of overlapping accords to the scent profile in Delina. Delina will stay legendary in terms of like longevity, sillage, scent trail, and the dry down. The dry down musk is going to be very like potent. Like, it is like a monster. So if you want something that smells similar, Very Good Girl and Angel Nova. Not that it's going to be exact dupes, but it's going to have a lot of overlapping accords. So is it worth the price? For me, it's not, because some of the fruity notes and musky notes turn the sweet fruits in here a bit sour to my nose. So I would prefer Delina Exclusive. And if you can't afford it, or if it's like too much of a stretch, I say get a decant. I use a lot of decant sites to sample. Somebody says, BCBG Metro, I need your help. What can I help with? I've never heard of BCBG Metro. Yeah, I've never heard of it, but if I will see if I can look it up after this live. Somebody says, with Angel Nova, I can only smell sugar. Ma'am, you need a... Probably make sure you give it a couple of tests. I don't doubt that Angel Nova would be sweet from the fruity notes, but I would say give it a test on skin and give it a test on paper, because depending on how it develops and the weather you're in, you may not get some of the deeper notes. Thank you so much, iCarly.com sent me fries, and I appreciate that. Sesame Chan, any herbal leaning recommendations? I want something that smells like a tea shop. Thought dupes for Jo Malone, Wood Sage, and Sea Salt. I don't have a dupe for Wood Sage and Sea Salt unless there's a new release from Zara, or unless like one of the other dupe sites like Dossier. Dossier I know has a Wood Sage and Sea Salt dupe, but Dossier is usually hit or miss on some of their fragrance dupes. Like if you ever go on to here, sometimes you may get lucky and see a couple of dupes. Like I don't think these are going to be good finds. Like I've tried this one, this Sea Salt and Fig from Old Navy, maybe as an office spray, but not a dupe for Wood Sage and Sea Salt. So best bet, if you want to save money, hopefully one day Dossier will do a little sample, or buy a decant. Best and worst, I mean, I wouldn't say worst. Right now we're just going like S tier to D tier. And even though this one says only if it's free, what I'm changing it to is maybe a travel size. Aqua di Gio, I mean, in terms of like classiness and history, I'd probably put it in C. I'd get a travel size for it, but I wouldn't buy it if it's on sale. C I like, but it's just I'm trying to think of the right words, because like thinking and talking quickly could lead to offending people in terms of like personal fine fragrances. C, the regular. I think you mean this one, C Passion Giorgio Armani. I like it, but it didn't stand out. I found it not underwhelming. I love the bottle. I love the branding. It just didn't wow me. I think if I'm looking for a fruity sweet scent, I go more intense. In terms of versatility, I think this is a great staple, an everyday easy reach. Yeah, this is one where I went to Ulta. Sometimes I go to Ulta on my lunch break, and I tested this one, either this one or the intense version, and I tested light blue intense. There's really no rhyme or reason, and I just try to see which one I like more. And for me, I still liked light blue, and light blue for her. Where would I put it? I'd probably put it at B. Wrong one? Humbert. Tom Ford fragrances don't last. What do I think? I think they last. Now, there are some scent categories that typically don't last as long. So fresh fragrances probably won't last as amber, dark resinous fragrances. So, I mean, I can't make one statement across all Tom Fords, but if you go for darker, richer notes in your fragrances, they will last longer. Toka Gia, I have not tried. Thank you so much for the likes. Can I scroll up? The way I scroll up is if y'all hit like on double tap like on the screen. Somebody says pure excess, please, my dude. Absolutely. Wait, for her or for him? I think since they said my dude, I'm assuming they meant this one. This one I like. I don't know what the... Oh, $65? For 65, I'd put it in A category. You can get it for 65 at Max Aroma. That's where I'd put it. Oh, and for those who are wondering, this is like a saved discount code for my Scentbird live stream last week, so I left it up. Yeah, but if you want to use my code, it's JohnG30 for 30% off Scentbird. I do get a commission, or you can check it out on my... Oh, I have a giveaway. I didn't even think about telling y'all about this. So, Clementine, California. I have a Clementine, California giveaway. Zara Apple, by the way, if you like... Think. Zara Apple is a dupe for... I really want to guess it before I know. Chanel Eau de Tendre. Yes, so I like it. I'd put it in A tier. Chanel Chance. That's the dupe. Okay. So yeah, I have a TikTok live. So I have a TikTok giveaway that ends in I think 5 days on my Discord. People are gonna ask, what is a Discord and how do I participate in this giveaway? Follow my Instagram. My Instagram is JohnGNZZ, same as my TikTok, and same as my YouTube, and same as my Twitch. And on my website, like bio on TikTok, fragrancejuan.com, I have a link to my Discord. And it's basically a website where I could chat with people. People can ask me questions. Thank you so much, Nate, because it's really hard to answer everybody's questions in DMs. So I want Discord to be the place where I upload more personal videos, where everybody can see it in like a little community. So right now, yeah, I'm doing a giveaway, USA only, Clementine, California. I believe it's 30 ml bottle. It's the $80 version. C, not passion or fiore or intense, just C. All right, let's do a redo on this one. Okay. I think I got it right this time. Spice Bomb, I like. Not as versatile or as appealing. I'd put it at B. Spice Bomb Extreme, I put it at A. This one, very classic. Ambroxan, sweet? Is this sweet? No, it's herbal. A minus, B plus. Is Parfums de Marly Leighton worth the price? Right now I have it in my S tier, but let me give you this caveat. If you live somewhere warm, live somewhere hot, it is not worth the price. It is going to be super sweet if you're wearing it in the summer or any place that's like 80 degrees plus all the time. Versace Dylan Blue for him, I like it. I have it ranked low, but it's just because it's been around for a while, but I still think it's a really good scent. I just wouldn't pay full price for it, so I would shop for it at a third-party site like FragranceNet or Fragrance X versus an Ulta. Somebody mentioned Sesame Chan, and I have not used this. So I'm listing Fragrance Juan on the... Can I pin comments? I can't. Okay, so fragrancejuan.com. That's where I have my Discord information where you could join the giveaway on my Discord. 4.2 out of 30 votes. So this isn't a fragrance I've ever smelled. Is this designer? Niche? Who knows? Bottle looks expensive. I haven't tried it. If you want me to just give you a rating because people want to just hear it, I'd say A, because I'm going to lean on enjoying the accords versus if I like them. Thank you so much for when you type out the names, because I just copy and paste it. Makes it so much easier. Woody, warm, and spicy. I'd put this at A. For those that love fig, there you go. Cardamom, cinnamon, and fig. Sometimes if you see iris, even though it doesn't say it, sometimes it might be a little bit powdery. Daisy. Yeah, it's a mood lifting, fresh, almost detergent-ish fragrance. It's outdoorsy. I like it, but to me, it's not. It's pretty versatile, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'd say B. Black Tulip Nest. I'd put it at B plus. S section is just like silly good, silly awesome. Of course I'd get it. Yeah, Black Tulip, let me pull it up. I might rank that a B plus. Usually Nest fragrances from, like, I haven't tried all of them, but I read a lot of the reviews and I see a lot of the reviews, and it's just that they don't last that long. And you could even look on here. Longevity, moderate to intimate, and I guess some people say it lasts long. If it lasted longer, one of the better lasting. People do say it seems to last forever, but then people say it doesn't last forever. So definitely wear tested on the skin, and I think it's more climate variant, but I'd say B still, B plus. Ooh, Daddy, hello, that's a cool name. Of all the names, Whiff Wizard stuck for a little bit, then Fragrance Daddy, then Perfume Poppy, then Ooh, Daddy, Tobacco Rose. Maybe one day Dr. Pepper will sponsor my next live. Launched in 2020. I haven't seen it But man, that bottle looks amazing. Classy, simple, elegant. This price tag is going to scare me if it shows it somewhere. $225. Oof. I like the notes. I haven't smelled it. Preface it that labdanum isn't going to be for everybody. Sometimes it has a little bit of like a dark licorice character. But I love these notes. I love it when it goes darker, slightly smoky. I like the notes. For my taste, I'd put it at A, but I haven't tried it. Looks good. Viva La Juicy, probably B. I wouldn't pay full price for it. I don't know if y'all smelled the new Luna Rosa Ocean. I like it. I accidentally put 2 Delinas on here. Cloud 2.0, I'd give it an A. I really like it. But it is more Burberry her-ish, if that makes sense. A little bit more grown up. Not the same scent. And then I will also show my other one. So this is the next one. Least favorite scent of all time. I don't have a major least favorite. I think recently the one that I liked the least, that was like, oh, I'm not gonna wear this again, was Fall Cashmere by Skylar. Skylar does have some nice scents, but Fall Cashmere just did not work for me. It was a very sharp synthetic vanilla sweet spice, and it was just a big clash, like a train wreck at the opening. So I wasn't the big fan of Fall Cashmere, and I did give it multiple wears. So I think that opinion won't stay. So that was the latest one. Mugler Alien. That's not it. Maybe B. It's a very classic scent profile. Have to love white florals and jasmine. I personally don't like a ton of jasmine, so normally I would rank this lower, but I think where I'd find it in more mass like reviews, it usually ends up around B. John, I just bought Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Low-key regret not getting the perfume. Wait, you just bought it? And then you regret not getting it? Huh? Wait, they did release a new version. This is based off the 2019 reformulation. So I didn't know that they relaunched... Actually, did they relaunch Blooming Bouquet? I think they just relaunched a Miss Dior. Let me get some clarification on that, because there was one that they relaunched that was a vanilla forward fragrance, but the other one, the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, it's been like, doesn't last long as it used to. Yeah, Jazz Club, I already have it rated pretty high. Jazz Club would be an A for me. The best perfume I smelled is Philosopher's from Diptyque. I am a fan of Philosopher's from Diptyque. It's not your like typical professional fragrance, super sweet. Like it's different. It's very like cottage core, fig, green, dewy almost too. I'll have to get with one of my vendors on some of the Penhaligon's fragrances. I'd want to discover as many fragrances as I can, so I definitely want to try Halfeti from Penhaligon's. Are there any scents that are nostalgic to me? Yeah, so surprisingly, like some of these scents, I'd probably walk by people wearing them 11 times out of 10 and wouldn't be able to spot it, but I'd always be able to spot Love Spell. I think Love Spell is just going to be one of those scents that is, the DNA is distinguishable. So that is probably one of the more nostalgic ones. Other ones would be some of my favorite colognes, like Gucci Pour Homme, Diesel Plus Plus, and maybe what else? Acqua di Gio. Thank you so much for the likes, by the way. And for those that joined late, on my Discord through my link in my bio, I am running a giveaway for Clementine, California. But you do have to follow my Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, some of y'all followed me. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for Glow, Indie Glow, She Lacey 2. Y'all are the goats. Riri Shell. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. If you couldn't tell, I'm copying and pasting y'all's comments to save time. Did they reform? Is there a new bottle of this, or is this an old bottle? I think this is nice. I'd probably put it at B. Like, there's another fragrance that Victoria's Secret recently released that's outside of their norm. I think it's an oud fragrance. This is more just talking out loud. Yeah, Bombshell Oud. This is one that's outside of their normal fragrance type. I kind of like that they went outside the shell, because you don't want to do the same thing, but if you do it so well, you're always in that bubble of sweet, tropical fragrances. Same perfumer who made Ariana Grande's Cloud, also same perfumer who made Eden Apple from Kayali. I'm interested to smell this one. Different for Victoria's Secret. Good for them. Megan says, what? I haven't smelled this one. People that I follow on TikTok love some of the Memo Paris scents, but the ones that come up are like, I think it's African leather. People who like this also like really expensive fragrances. I haven't smelled this. Notes look bomb. Yeah, I mean, I put this at A, but the price tag, oh, excuse me, super expensive. Flower Bomb Nectar I'd put at A. Glossier U I haven't tried, but that one's gonna be tough because it's marketed as it's a skin scent that smells different on everybody. Best work scent for women? That's tough. Like, if I had to just say, John, pick a fragrance for women. That's something that could be like very versatile. I'd probably say Ysl Libre. That's one. The original Giorgio Armani C, not C Passion, but even C Passion could still be good. Looking for a work scent. If you like Gucci, this one's good. I think we got a good pick there. Lancôme VS Belle. I think there's a lot more passability to use sweeter scents now, especially in the colder seasons. But those are the ones that come to mind. Pacifica, Blood Orange, Donna Karan, Cashmere. Donna Karan, Cashmere. Nisho Side Effect. Solid. Let's go A. Let's go A with that. Wait. No, that's not the one I wanted. Donna Karan, Cashmere. But there's so many. Which one do I pick? Which Cashmere? Cashmere Mist Essence? If it's this one, I'm going to just give it an A because I'm not sure which cashmere to give it. I think there's 4. Dior Poison Girl. You know, I think it's going to become an A because, as I mentioned earlier on the TikTok Live, I think a lot more powdery scents are going to become more popular. Just kind of like how in fashion, sometimes jeans become skinny, sometimes they become bootcut. I think some things like that happen with fragrances. I think powdery scents may make a resurgence. So, I put it in A. Petroleum notes, Danny Pancakes. You have a good nose if you could catch that petro note. Givenchy Irresistible. Invictus Victory. Pretty good. Longevity out of that one. I would give it A-. And a lot of that is due for the price. For the price, you get good value. Are we talking about this Givenchy Irresistible? Oh my gosh, some of y'all who wanted to do the giveaway definitely followed me. I appreciate that so much. And again, a giveaway is live on my Discord. What is a Discord server? Am I allowed to put links on my... I'm going to avoid putting links because I don't know how TikTok takes links. Musky Fruity. I'm not the biggest fan of Ambrette as a musk. I think it's the most versatile. It's very clean. But I prefer to go darker on musk scents. I would put this at B. And that's kind of go on my taste, but I think for what more people would take it as, C, I would probably put it at A. That's just me, because I ranked Ariana Grande's Guide as a Woman like C tier. No, B tier. And it's Ambrette Musk. Which one's very controversial? Clowncess? Delina La Rose. We discover, we find. I haven't smelled La Rose, but it looks similar to Delina. I'm guessing it's a more fresher, rosier. Interesting. It's not the direction I would have gone with Delina. I would have gone more vanilla, like Exclusive went. I mean, that's just my personal taste. Like for Aquatic Fresh, I mean, I'm not gonna spend niche money on a floral freshie. My immediate thoughts. I do love them, and Parfums de Marly has had great performance and great longevity with all of them. But I'll need to give this one a test. Dior Fab Delicious. I would probably rank that one an A. Yeah. A lot of some the notes I like. Talking Heads 69 says, I love fragrances. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Talking Heads. Oh, Untitled Libre d'Orange smells like death. So there are some Untitled Libre d'Orange fragrances that are very, let's just say, artistic. And there are some that I appreciate. I think Fat Electrician was one I enjoyed. And You or Someone Like You, I don't mind wearing. I think sometimes wearing sharp green scents is nice, but these aren't fragrances that I'm going to keep around too often. I wonder if they have anything that's warm and vanilla. I don't think I've seen one from them yet, or at least I haven't tested one from them. Thank you so much for the likes to the host. Issey Miyake LL de Issey. No, that's not the one that you're asking for. There's so many. I'm gonna guess it's this one? I hope. Whiff of waffle cone, I have not tried, but I'm assuming if you love vanilla sweet scents, give it a try. I've played around with perfume materials that smelled like Madeline, like cupcake cookies or like buttery cookies. I enjoy the scent profile more in a candle than I do in a perfume. Like when it comes to like realistic scents, but I haven't tried it. I hear pretty good things. Like people really keep it as a love in a lot of their top fragrances. I'm worried the waffle cone will smell cheap, you know? Yeah, I understand that. And for some fragrance notes, like I've smelled them so often, especially like some of the Bath and Body Works pumpkin scents. Like sometimes I'm so associating those smells with candles, and it feels weird having like a chai latte scent because I've smelled it in a candle for so long. See, Malgrab, Mal, I apologize if Jasmine, I apologize if I butchered your username. And definitely follow her. Roja, I have not tried. Maybe I'll give them a DM and I'll be like, hello, Mr. Roja. This is John. I do fragrance reviews and occasionally do streaming. I'd like to sample your products. You know what? I might have some Roja from I went to a trade show, a fragrance Zoom trade show, and they sent me a ton of samples, and sadly, most of them I have not smelled yet. Danny, I'm right there with you. I wouldn't say it was bland, but the way they were marketing it was like the most bold wood horse. And then when I smelled it, I was like, it's kind of like Bentley Unlimited, which is like a blue colored fragrance. And really, I think Burberry Hero, if they dyed it blue, it would be more appropriate to the way it was marketed. I love the Joe Malone and Zara collab. And it's Joe Malone, the perfumer, not Joe Malone, the brand, because they've already parted ways. Prada L'Homme, love it. I put it in A category. It's my next full bottle buy, I believe. I think I was close to buying it at like $45 on Mercari for a second hand, but people were hard pressed to sell it to me. Yeah, and then like if you look at the notes on Fragrantica for Hero, 3 types of wood. I'm not picking that up. I do smell fig, and I think that's because the perfumer, but I'm gonna butcher his name, Aurelian. He's the same perfumer that created Versace Eros, which has that sweet vanilla fig or vanilla sweet note, and so I think that's kind of a similar accord in the top notes. Yeah, and then it's got like a Ysl Libre Cashmere dry down or Cashmere dry down. Versus Jimmy Choo for Fever versus Jimmy Choo. It's funny, isn't it? Cedar. Yeah, that's how it's marketed, and it's possible they're using like actual cedar oil, but this is all marketing. Like they could be using cashmere, which cashmere does have a woody character. Ysl Libre has a dry woody character, which a dry woody character would lean more Virginian cedar than Atlas cedar. I don't think I've smelled Himalayan cedar. Virginian cedar reminds me of antique chest, and Atlas cedar reminds me of pencil shavings. There's Perfume 101 for you. Jimmy Choo Fever versus Jimmy Choo for women. All right, so we got vanilla and sweet versus Jimmy Choo. Is it Jimmy Choo for her? I think it's gonna be this one. I would go Fever if I had to pick between those two. What oud perfume do you recommend? I don't know. I wouldn't recommend blind buying any oud perfume. There is one from a Middle Eastern brand that I saw on a TikTok that went viral, and I was gonna order it, but it sold out. Is it Inaj? Inara oud, like TikTok, not TikTok. Fragrantica must have known. Inara oud. This was recommended by somebody I follow on fragrance TikTok, perfume TikTok for oud, and it sold out. But I'm keeping my eye open. It's an affordable oud fragrance, but it's sold out right now. So maybe it'll come back and we could all buy it again. Do I have a favorite perfumer? Yeah, Miquel Almarac. He's the one who makes my favorite fragrance, Papyrus Oud 71. All right, we may be able to get it at intenseoud.com. So I will check out intenseoud.com. Yeah, I tried buying it after that video went viral and it was sold out, and they didn't say when it would be back. So I'm hoping I'll be able to test it again. Montalers are really good. It's a more affordable niche brand. And for the Unigiri, who is asking about Miu Miu, I haven't tried this one. It doesn't show the perfumer. I don't know much about this one, but maybe I could come back to it once I know more. Apple Blossom. She got them Apple Blossom jeans. And that's the end. I'll put this at B+. I mean, I'm just putting it as a filler because I've never smelled it. Grand Soir, A, maybe even S. How can I send to you? Why would you want to send it to me? I mean, you could DM me if... I don't know. Are you with the brand? Oh, you want me to sample it? Okay. Yeah. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll let you send me a sample. Pure Poison Dior. Eilish? Where would I rank Eilish? That's a great question. For the price, like, it's in good company in the celebrity fragrance world. Like, it's good. I would put it at A tier for the price. For projection, sillage, it leans more intimate and then moderate. And so for that, I would put it at B. So just, I'm thinking out loud, but I think eventually it would end up at A because of that price point. So eventually I think it's going to just stay at A. It's a very nice scent. It's very warm. It's not going to be super versatile. I enjoyed the Eilish fragrance. It's something that I would personally wear myself. Montal Intense Cafe, A category. Hey Humbert, Bulgari Eau de Blanc. All right. Did y'all see me accidentally key the wrong number? Is S bad? No, S is really good. This bottle looks expensive. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have not tried this. Fresh Spicy, though, I like. Got a couple of shops selling it for 100. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. Somebody who likes tea and spice. I like that. 88 bucks. Well, this is actually more affordable than I thought it was going to be. Intimate. Not very long lasting. A tiny hint of light wood Tea Musk. Huh. Very linear. This is an interesting find. I haven't heard of this one. Brainiac from Good Chemistry. I need to try. Okay. And I do love Fresh Spicy. Is Good Chemistry on Fragrantica? I'm pretty sure they are available at Target. And according here, Amazon. Vanilla as a note, so it's a great layering scent if you have any other vanilla fragrances, which I'm sure most of y'all do. Vanillon Sensei is your favorite vanilla ever. That's one of the first fragrances I ever got a compliment on since lockdown. I mean, I've got compliments before, but like it's been a while. Mancera's Instant Crush, I'd probably put it at S tier, especially for the price. Yeah, Instant Crush. I don't have a picture of it. I still need to go back and figure out how many I want to add. I'm gonna put it at S category. Oh my goodness, it's 11 o'clock. Okay, I will wrap up the live, but I do want to say before I go, I do have a giveaway on my Discord. Follow my Instagram. I occasionally post more stuff on there that's like photos and memes and more personal behind the scenes. And follow that. And on my Discord on Fragrance Juan, which I'll type on here, fragrancejuan.com. Yeah, Instant Crush would be S tier. Then on that Discord site, I mean, you have to click on a little icon that looks like a robot. But on that Discord site, all you have to do is click on an emoji and it'll take you to terms and conditions like, hey, if you're going to be on the Discord site, act like a, compassionate human being. And then once you accept and you see that there's a giveaway, you just click on an emoji and you're entered in for I think it's a 30 ml for USA residents only. Yeah, I'm excited. It's one of the giveaways that I haven't done in a while. I probably won't advertise it on TikTok, just on my TikTok lives, just not on my TikTok post. But anywho, thank y'all so much for joining, and I appreciate everybody on here. If you haven't already followed the channel, please do. I have a couple of exciting videos coming up, and I may be featured on the TikTok creators channel, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks, everybody. Oh, the lists are already posted up on tiermaker.com. So if you go to tiermaker.com and just type in perfume, these will already be saved on there to review. So there you go.